Hey guys, this is Gene at DNS Bait, and this report is current as of Thursday the 15th here. Before I forget, I did want to mention they're going to start putting piers in the next few days around the chain here, so within the next week or so we should be having the piers in for you guys who need those to launch your boats. Otherwise, up here on the north end of the chain, all the ice is gone on Mendota other than just a little bit out here in Warner Bay, just enough to keep you from launching your boat, but that should be gone by the end of the day. Shore fishermen been having some luck up on the north end of the chain, up in Cherokee Marsh and in the river by the bridges over here by 113 and Nightingale. A lot of crappies in there, but generally smaller fish, a few decent ones. But they are catching quite a few, enough to keep guys interested in coming back up there. And they are getting a few nice catfish in the area there too. I haven't heard that they've been pounding those, but I have heard quite a few caught. And they've been using some cut bait, shiners or whatever, cutting them up and using those for bait up there right now. Otherwise on Lake Mendota, over at the inlets and stuff, generally on the west side of the lake, I've been hearing a little bit of bluegill action over in that area at times. Otherwise on Lake Monona, Monona Bay, the Triangle area, a little bit of panfish action there, some bluegills, make some long casts off the piers there by the boat landing and or by the boathouse there and the Triangle. Otherwise fishing the trestles, pylons, and the bridge pylons on Northport. Have been getting a few bluegills and crappies in there. Some of the guys have been launching their boats and going over into Squaw Bay, taking a few nice bluegills and crappies scattered out in 6-7 feet of water out there, just fan casting with bobbers and ratfinks tipped with spikes. Fish them about 4 feet under a bobber out there in about 6-7 feet of water. And then over on Lake Wabeesa, I've not heard this happening yet, but typically this time of the year, guys are going to be putting the boats in, going to be doing that same fan casting, fishing 4 feet or so underneath the bobber, small jigs, ice jigs tipped with spikes, waxworms, or plastics, and fishing up there around Lake Farm Park, out in 5 to 8 feet of water. Usually you'll catch a few bluegills or crappies scattered in that area. Occasionally even a perch or two this time of year, although I haven't heard that happen. This is the time of year that that does happen. I haven't heard anything on Lake Kegonsa yet. I did hear there were some bluegills coming in the channels down by Viking Park on Highway N, so I'd check that out. Otherwise, guys have been heading up to the river, doing a little walleye fishing up by Sauk City Dam up in there, and then fishing up above Lake Wisconsin, Tipperary, and north. Guys are fishing up by the Dells area too, up by the dam. And I did hear a few nice walleyes up by the Dells this week. I did hear some guys are going down to Fort Atkinson, Jefferson area, down there in the Rock River, and they're having some action on bluegills, or excuse me, walleyes down there too. I talked to a couple of friends of mine, been doing pretty good down that area. Otherwise, that's about it here till get them piers in, get some more boat traffic out on the lake. Things will be picking up, I'm sure, with the heat we've had coming in. I'm working on my spring seminar series. The first one's going to be April 15th. It's going to be a local fishing expert, Pat Klingelholtz. It's going to be pre-spawn panfish on the chain here, and Pat's very knowledgeable on that stuff, so it should be very interesting. So that's about it for now, guys. Talk to you later.